Okay, here we go. Just like every other workout that we've done thus far, we have to start with a warm-up. So let's get the body and the mind locked and loaded and ready to go. Let's start with just your horizontal shoulder mobilities, just like every other workout. Now we are going to do a couple of different ones, but let's start with the ones that you know and the ones that can get the body nice and loosey-goosey. Okay? Now if you need more time, take more time. If you need to pause and do more repetitions, do that. But for here, I'm just going to kind of do a couple of them just to show you. Okay, we got the horizontal, we got the vertical, we got the figure eights. I'm going to do those shoulder circles forward and shoulder circles back in reverse. Now let's go to the lower body. Since it's going to be a little bit of a higher intensity, we want to focus a little bit more on the hips as well as incorporate some dynamic movements. So the first thing we're going to do is the standing mobilities. Again, we've done these before, so we're going to start with these. High knee pulls, and I'll show you the variation. High knee pulls, hip to heel, hip to opposing heel. Now you can go back and forth between the two, and if you want some a certain way or a certain rep count, do them a certain way or for a certain rep count. But your next exercise is going to be that quad stretch. Remember, your opposite hand can reach if you want to. Grab however you got to grab, knee to knee, reach up. And same thing, if you need a lot of repetitions, being that it's early in the morning, do a lot of repetitions. Make sure you don't shortchange your warm up. Next exercise that you're going to want to do for our warm up is going to be the body weight squat. Now, if you got to start out with a small range of motion and ease into it, quite all right. But over time, whether it's from workout to workout or set to set or even rep to rep, try to increase your range of motion. Try to ask your body or require more from your body. So let's go ahead and do those squats. Remember to squeeze at the top. Squeeze at the top. Eyes up, chest up, hands up if you want to, hands up if you want to, but body weight squats. Next exercise that I'm going to do, since we don't have a lot of room, or maybe you do, but is a walking toe touch, but instead of walking, we're just going to do in place. So make sure you have a little bit of a space to take a step, and I'm going to reach up or kick up or raise up my right leg and touch with my left hand. Here, reset, kick, reset, kick, reset. Now let's do 5 or 10 or 15 or 20, and then all you're doing is switching to the other side. Now you could eventually make this into a reverse lunge and kick, reverse lunge and kick, or just step and kick. Now the last exercise that we're going to do before we hit those movement-based mobilities or those dynamic warm-ups is going to be a squat and knee. Okay, I'll show you 2 variations. The first variation, the easiest. Do your squat, do a knee. Do a squat, do a knee. Other way, variation number 2, squat, knee, out to the side. So now you're incorporating just a little bit of torso rotation. Squat, knee, squat, knee. Do as many of those as you need. We are one step closer to getting into your actual workout. Now it's time for those dynamic warm-ups. Little bit more movement-based. You need just a little bit of space. We have 4 exercises, 10 repetitions apiece. I'll show you each one a couple of times. Hit stop. Do it 2 times through. Okay, so 2 rotations, 10 reps apiece, as close to nonstop as possible. Okay, first one, jumping jacks. Second one, seal jumps. Third one, mini split jumps. Here's the side version. Mini split jumps. Third one, drop squat. Tap at the toes at the top. We did this the other day. Tap at the toes at the top, drop into a squat. Those 4 exercises, 10 times a piece, 2 times nonstop, then break. All right, it's go time. Here we are for our first superset, meaning 2 exercises. We're gonna go 3 rotations for time. 30 seconds on one exercise, switch it over, transition over, 30 seconds on the other exercise. Remember, you're trying to go 3 times through, 3 sets, 3 rotations, and then break, okay? I'm choosing the treadmill. If you don't have a treadmill, do a jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, run in place. But do whatever you got to do to get that heart rate up, get the breathing up, get the sweat going. Second exercise, you're going to do a push-up. Just like the previous workout. If you cannot do a push-up, go on your knees. If you cannot do a push-up on your knees, or you can and it's ugly, hold a plank, but it's for 30 seconds. So I'm going to show you a brief modified version of the transition, but you got 2 exercises, 3 sets, 30 seconds. It should look like this. Now remember, your cardio is for 30 seconds. Push-ups or any version of that. That's rotation 1, 3 times. Okay, here we go. We're on to our second rotation. We still have 2 exercises. We still have 3 rotations at 30 seconds a pop. Remember, try to keep your rest to a minimum unless you need it. I'm going to stay with the 30 seconds on the treadmill because I have access to it. Make sure you grab your dumbbells and keep them ready to go, because when you come off of the treadmill or your cardio, your goal is to go right into those weights. You're going to do a bicep curl and shoulder press. Bicep curl and shoulder press. Not fast, not slow, non-stop for 30 seconds. Your transition should look like this. Right into your weights. Keep your stomach tight, keep your butt tight. Bicep curl, shoulder press. Staying in control of the movement, of the weight. You can keep your thumbs up, palms in the whole time. Do a hammer curl and a neutral press, or supinate, turn your palms in, and then pronate, turn your palms forward. Does not matter, keep going, 30 seconds, and then break. Okay, you guys are doing great. We're on to our third rotation. We're staying with the 2 exercises, staying with the 3 rotations, 30 seconds across the board, minimize your rest, okay? Treadmill, I'm staying with it for 30 seconds, but what I did do is I've increased the speed. Now you can manipulate the speed, you can manipulate the incline, whatever allows you to work just a little bit harder as you get a little bit more warmed up. My second exercise that I'm going to transition to is going to be an underhand bent over row. It should look like this. Okay, straight into your weight. And I'll show you the side version. Bent over row, no buckle, no excessive arch, but keep that tummy tight. Now turn your palms forward and do your row. 30 seconds, trying to squeeze or pinch your shoulder blades back together. Okay, so hopefully you guys are having a great time. Hopefully the heart rate and the breathing is increased, because that's the goal. We're hitting that treadmill, we're trying to shed some calories, shed some fat. Okay, so you got to keep pushing the pace, pushing the pace. Our fourth rotation, you guessed it, 2 exercises, 3 sets, 30 seconds across the board. Only change or curveball is you have 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other for what's called a dumbbell kickback. So when we get to that, I'll show you. The treadmill transition to the weights should look like this. Now you may want to grab just a smidge lighter weight compared to the bent over row. You're going to stagger your stance. So I'm going to do the exercise with my right hand. So my right foot's going to be back a little bit. Left hand can be here or here. Okay? Do your row. Keep your elbow up and kick back or extend or reach. Kick back. Now concentrate here. No swinging. Okay? Be smooth. Remember, speed doesn't give you what you want. Control gives you what you want. All right, we're almost there. We're on to our 5th rotation. Keeping with the same format, we got the 2 exercises and the 3 30-second rotations. 0 rest at this point. No matter what, push yourself, push your pace mentally and physically. Okay? Just kind of require yourself to do a little bit more. Ask yourself to do a little bit more. We got the treadmill for 30, and then grab light dumbbells, and you're going to do a shoulder rotation. It should look like this. Okay, grab your weights, squeeze your stomach, activate or squeeze your butt, lateral raise, keep them up, front raise, out to the side, bring it on down, out, front, out, down, up, in, out, down, smooth, steady. Okay, very good job. That's 5 rotations for you. Now comes the fun part. You're going to go back to the beginning. Okay, you got the treadmill sprints and your push-ups or plank. But now the treadmill is at that new speed and you're no longer going into the workout fresh with those push-ups or plank. Try to get through them again and again and again. So 5 rotations, back to the beginning, another 5. One thing that I want you to do is make note of how many you get through that second time. If it's all of them, awesome. If it's only a couple of them, make note of what that is. So next time if we do something similar or the same thing as a test workout, you have something to compare it or measure it against so you can see your progress. But do me a favor, comment below on what you get through so we know and we can share experiences with each other. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.